Okay, so I've made one small change, and that is I've changed the unordered list to an ordered list. So now I can say go shopping and add an item, and then I can say go to the bank and add an item. Well, you'll notice that appending the item to the end makes it so that it is number two in the list. And maybe I needed to go to the bank before I go shopping. So it'd be nice to, instead of inserting at the end, it'd be nice to insert before. So let's come over here. I've added a new button called Insert Item. Insert Item, I want it to put at the top of the list the new item. So we can actually take a lot of stuff from Add Item and copy it into Insert Item. So I still want to gather the input. I still want to create a new element. I still want to set the element's inner text, or sorry, text content equal to whatever the user typed into the box. And I want to still access the output, but I want to put it in a specific spot. Rather than just appending it to the end, I want it in a specific spot. Well, to do that, we need to find the element that we want to put it before. Because instead of doing append child, you'll say dot insert before. Insert before takes two things. It takes the thing you want to insert, and it takes the thing you're supposed to insert it before. So first you say go to the document, find this element that has the ID of output. So it comes up here and finds this. And then it says in there, I want you to insert a tag, and I want you to insert it before something. Well, insert before takes in two elements. So we need to find an element that's inside of output. So the way we do that, so we say document dot query selector, and it either returns an HTML element or it returns nothing or null. Insert before will either insert this element that we're trying to insert before the element that we found, or if it gets a null, it'll insert it as the last item in the list because it'll be the only item in the list. So we're going to do document query selector, and we are going to look for list items. Query selector finds the very first list item that matches. We could do query selector all to grab all of the list items, but in this case, I want to insert it first, which means I want to insert it before the first list item. And in fact, we can actually narrow our search by saying, let's look in the output tag for a list item that's immediately inside of it. So it's going to come up here to this output tag, and it's going to see if there are any list items. If there are, it will return the list item, the very first one in this list. If there aren't, it'll return null. So let's put that in a variable to access it. So we'll say let first li equal document.query selector. So we've now found our first list item. Now we're going to find the output tag, insert into the output tag, and we want to insert our new line item that we've created. So we'll say insert my list item. And where do we want to insert it before? Well, we want to insert it before the first list item. So if we save this and we come over here, we can say go shopping, add the item, and then we can say go to the bank and insert the item, and it inserts it above, shifts the other one down, and now this one is 1 and this one is 2. And reloading it, there is no list items right now, so it should return null. So if we say go to the bank and insert item, because it was null, it just added our item at the very end of the UL tag. And that concludes how you would use insert before.